Hello and welcome to my 35th book synopsis. The book starts with the author being taken to a particular place in a train. He, along with some other companions, travel for 48 hours or so, and then they get down at a particular place. After they get down at a particular location, they observe that there are a lot of barbed wires and a lot of military personnel, etc. And then they are asked to form a particular queue. In the queue, some people are asked to go on the left, some are asked to go on right. Author and some other people are asked to go on the right hand side. As soon as they go there, they are asked to go in a particular building, asked to remove all the clothes. I intentionally repeated the word all the clothes, all jewelry, shoes, all their belongings. And then author says that they are shaved where not a single hair was left on their body. After this, they are given a soap and asked to go to a common bathroom and take a common shower. Once their bath is over, then they are given the clothes made of rugs and then sent to some other location where their stay will be. This was the humiliation and the shock which author and many of his other people who were sent there had to go through. Obviously, you would have understood what this is. This was one of the concentration camps in the Second World War. Of course, as I said earlier, some people had gone to left. By evening, author and other people get to know that those who had gone on the left, they were also given same treatment. They were also asked to go remove their clothes, go to a particular place to take the bath. The only difference was that when those people opened the taps, water did not come, but a poisonous gas came and all of them were eliminated. So the German SS officer decided based on the looks who is fit to work, and others were immediately eliminated then and there itself. This was the shock which all of them went through. And obviously that particular building had a chimney. So afterwards, whenever these people went to any other concentration camps, if a particular place did not have a chimney, they were actually joyous. Irony. This is the book written by an author. The name of the book is Man's Search for Meaning, and the name of the author is Dr. Viktor Frankl. This is small 154 pages book written immediately after World War, that is in 1946, and rewritten or some paragraphs added in year 2004. One of the best-selling books, which more than 1.2 crore copies sold so far. So this book is divided into two parts. The first part obviously is, say, first 100-120 pages talks about the author's life in concentration camp, and remaining 50-60 pages he gives us an introduction of a new therapy created or introduced by the author called as logotherapy. We will discuss on both these things in a very briefly. So what is the life in concentration camps? Obviously they are always starved for food. Half of the food is given. They are required to work for 12 hours a day, all the manual work. And they went through various phases. In fact, author describes three phases in the concentration camps. First phase is horror, which we saw some time back. The shock of the life that half people have suddenly disappeared. They just died. But second phase, after a period of horror is over, they will then reach a stage where the next second stage comes is of indifference or apathy. Indifference not even towards others, but indifference towards self also. he has given experiences where a lot of people decide that they do not want to live any further. The 2 days they just lie in their place, bunkers or whatever, and then they just die. But people were not even bothered for that, because if somebody is likely to die and if his or her shoes are good, that can be used, was a thought, which was obviously a serious matter, but that is how they went through the second phase. Author calls it emotional death. And the third stage was obviously a psychological behavior after they were liberated, just before the Second World War came to an end. He talks about, the author gives a detailed account of the human psychology and how people behave during that period. An interesting but a serious read. So important part is that this particular part is not typically a description of life there, but how about human psychology is. Let us come to part second. This part talks about a theory developed by author called as logotherapy. The word logos, Logos, means reason in Greek. Author believes that, or logotherapy believes that the primary motivational force for an individual is to find a life in in the second part of the book. He talks about logotherapy developed by the author. The therapy is based on the principle or the understanding that the primary motivational force of an individual is to find meaning in life. Author says that rather than pleasure or power, logotherapy is founded on the belief that striving to find a meaning in life is primary, most powerful, motivating and driving force in humans. Of course, he gives the differentiation between logotherapy as well as psychotherapy. This book was a hit. However, it also received a fair amount of criticism, because one of the statements which author had made is that those who did not survive that particular phase, they did not have willingness to live. Now, many historians claim that there was no choice left to the people. Now, those who had gone to left, they did not have any choice to live. Correct? So, the question that they did not want to survive may not be a correct one. But it is still a very good book to read and to understand a new concept called as logotherapy, which I even did not know before this. To conclude, as I said, divided into two parts. In first part, author describes the life in the prison or concentration camp. He concludes that there are only two categories of human beings. One, indecent, and second, decent. He gives an example where some of the Jews who were made the wardens, they were so cruel for whatever reason, whereas some German officers were soft. The second part describes the logotherapy, and it also explains the difference between that and the psychotherapy. I would not be able to explain it to you in details because it is complicated and I am not the expert in that area, but I would recommend to go through the book to understand the concepts that the author has laid down. A very interesting but a serious book, and I think each of us should read to understand what all those people went through. That's all. Thank you so much. If you like my video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be posting it on my YouTube, LinkedIn as well as Facebook. Thank you so much.